Hey, well, good morning. So we were rolling there and we were doing so good, but then we found out we didn't have sound. So I'm hoping we got sound now. But welcome. We've been away. Hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. It's great to have my friend Riley Neer with us today. And welcome, Riley. I appreciate you coming on here and sharing. This is Josh and Amanda's son. And of course, we knew Riley from high school, and we'd go watch him play in the Bell Fountain Chieftains. And man, you did a great job and had a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff. And now you're playing for the Ohio University Bobcats. You all just recently won the MAC.
Yep.
First time that's happened in
Since 1968, yeah.
Wow.
Second time ever.
Wow, that's over 50 years,
I know,
man.
I know.
Wow. And then you go on to Orlando and you get to play in a bowl game. So tell us about the Orlando deal. Of course, it was the Cure Bowl, promoting a cure for cancer. And so you flew out of where and landed in where? And
We flew out of Rickenbacker,
Okay,
which
Columbus.
is in Columbus, yep. And then we landed, so we flew privately out of like Rickenbacker, and then we flew to some Orlando airport, I don't know the name of it. And then we drove to the resort. We stayed up there Monday night, and then the whole week we were able to go down to Universal Studios, enjoy some of that experience. They gave us some gifts that came along with it, so that's always nice too.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday or Thursday we got to go down to the there's like a food pantry thing. We got to go hand out some stuff, so that was a cool experience as well. And I know some of the guys were excited about just the cause beyond the Cure Bowl. We got to hear some of our teammates' stories, so that was pretty cool as well.
Good deal. I know this year as a freshman, 18 years old, and now we're going to talk about Christ in a moment, but we got some football stuff we need to talk about, and so I know this year you can play a lot, and you put a lot of work in. But of course, man, you had a receiver that was phenomenal, quite a bit older, quite a bit more experienced than you, but you seem to have handled it pretty gracefully. I mean, you go from being Bell Fountain's all-star wide receiver to not getting much playing time, and you handle it pretty well. You want to talk about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, part of it is, I don't know what exactly my expectations are coming in. Obviously my expectation is to play, and as a competitor, I believe that. But at the same time, sometimes you have to be realistic. That this guy is 6 years older than me. He's already, he's physically prepared. Everything he's already been through this. So that's part of it, and just learning, from him, from my coach, because especially as a receiver, I'm really young. So I just saw this year as an opportunity to get better on my craft, to learn from those guys, to use that as an opportunity to grow, and then being a great teammate, doing what I can for my team. Whether that's on scout team early in the year, then I got promoted up. So now I'm just cheering on those guys, trying to work with them, trying to learn from them. So I'm still blessed in my opportunity, even if I didn't see the field.
Someone told me, hey, you got to be a good follower before you can be a good leader, and you're being a good follower, Riley. Hey, and you will be a good leader on the field, off the field, but definitely on the field. So, hey, maybe a lot of folks think, okay, you graduate high school, you've been in mom and dad's house, and you go to this deep, dark college where, you got all this crazy stuff going on. But, man, I heard y'all's coach in some interviews. He referred to one of those interviews after you won the MAC. They were interviewing him, ESPN was, and he referred to your quarterback as a man of God. And then he made some comments that would insinuate that he was a person of faith. And so just kind of talk about that. And I know you were very public with, your faith in Christ. You had the shirt on one day, Jesus won. Did you take much grief over that, or was there, kind of a mixed bag that came with that? So talk about public faith in a public university.
So I would say, really, especially it helps us, on our team especially. Our head coach was a big believer.
Okay.
He was a big man of God. It's something he really, harped on. Now, obviously, with the football aspect of it, he didn't force anything on us, whatever.
No,
all that.
sure.
But, he would, like, tell the team, like, we would, every Sunday, like, during, like, fall camp, or, like, even, like, this, during the season when we're playing action, we'll have practice on Sundays. So we'll make sure to have, like, they call it chapel, and then have it at, like, 8 a.m. at the team facility. We'll have the pastor come in, and he'll be there every Sunday. So, it's nice to see some of that stuff. And
Sure.
even he was wearing his Jesus One shirt to practice and everything.
Oh, okay.
So that was cool. And then, they handed out some of those to the team. And I know they were wearing them, like some of the Signal guys. I think they were wearing them in pre-games and everything too. So it was cool to see that as well.
Yeah.
And then on the aspect of our quarterback, he is a huge believer. And we were talking the other, like he runs our Bible study down there.
So your quarterback runs your Bible study.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he's one of the guys that runs it. And he was talking to us the other day that I don't know, it's nothing too personal, but he actually didn't grow up in like his family wasn't big believers, and so he's kind of had to develop his own faith, develop his own story. So it's pretty cool to hear that.
Yeah, that is neat. Well, hey, Riley, man, I appreciate so much you coming on, and boy, is God ever still writing your story? And I'm just gonna tell you, with your heart, your attitude, your roots, your stuff that God has given you, it's gonna be a phenomenal story. I believe that. I can't wait to watch it, see it, hear it, man, I just appreciate you honoring Jesus. And just know that's where it's coming from. It is through you, it's through Jesus that you move and have your being. And I know you won't forget that. I am so thankful. I am so grateful. Hey, okay, so 18 years old, freshman at Ohio University. This is your stage. We're about to wrap this up. What would you say to other people your age in your similar settings? You've lived 18 years. What would be your counsel, your advice? Because you have some worthy advice for everyone to listen to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, especially going to the college, it's a big change. There's a lot in your environment that's changing around you. There's so much, especially being an athlete. You'll experience some things that flies at you fast. I would say prioritizing. Because you're gonna have a busy schedule. You're gonna have a lot of things, especially as an athlete. You're not gonna have a lot of time for everything. Prioritize, getting in the Word every day.
Okay.
Making sure you're attending church. It's something as simple as that. Making sure you're talking to other people, like whether it's on your team, whether it's some of your classmates, going out and finding people that have similar beliefs, similar foundations. And for me, especially, like I feel like if you're staying in the Word every day, if you're staying trying to work towards that, then I feel like I lead astray a little bit sometimes when I'm not doing those things. So that's definitely a big aspect of it for me.
Okay.
And then even like finding like a little Bible study or something like that. Especially like it's easy for me because my team we have one. But even if you're not, something like that is definitely important for sure.
Hey, wow! Thank you, Riley. Thank you for being with us. Happy New Year, and man, I'm excited. I'm excited, as I said, to hear your story as God writes it, to read it, to hear it, to observe it, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It really is going to be good. God bless you, brother. Appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
Share this. I like it. Share it. Get it out there. Get the word out. Hey, Happy New Year.